Cool bottle.
I will bring up in 5
I have now presently. No questions. Abhijit, have you practiced? Oh, very honest. As if you are telling yes, ma'am, you're telling no, ma'am. If you practice only, you'll have doubts. If you don't practice, you never have doubts. You feel, because when you listen Java session, you feel very comfortable. You feel like, wow, why people are breaking it? This is how you feel. But when you practice, there comes the movie or cinema. What is telling? So you, since it is hot, you are not able to do. But you can watch the mobile. If it is hot, you are not able to do program. You are not able to open your laptop, but you can chat with your friend. You can see the reels. Even it is hot. If I make you to sit on a pan also, you can chat. But you can't do Java program. Yeah, Mahesh, frankly speaking, this is what the response I have to give. Yeah, Mahesh, am I right? He won't speak because again she will just divert to me. So keeping my mouth shut is always good. Am I right, Mahesh? Fine. Hey, don't tell these reasons, Abhijit. Are you stopping to eat? If it is hot, are you stopping? Eat. Are you not going to washroom if it is hot? You're not going. Yes, no? Same thing. Don't tell, since it is hot, I didn't do the program. No. Nobody will tell, since it is hot, I didn't have food. You have to practice. If you practice only, you can have doubts and you can grow more, you can learn more, you can ask questions, and conceptually you can grow. Anyway, so yesterday my program was what all we have explained is lots of programs, unary operators, ternary operators, and we understood about while loop. We understood some set of programs like this Fibonacci series, understanding whether the series, whether a given number is in the series or not. And we understood about while loop, reversing a number and checking whether it's a palindrome number or not. Collatz series, yeah, anybody have done? You got it. So in that, how many loops you have used? While you have used?
Right. Where the number is not equal to 1. When the number is not equal to 1, don't I have?
If it is 1 also, you can do it.
I got.
Because if you give 1 again, it should go with 1, 4 to 1.
First I gave while it's not equal to 8.
8.
8.
What?
And by 8, if you divide by 2,
8, 4, 2, 1.
should come. I didn't get the answer, so I did the missing number.
Okay, fine. If it is greater than 1, you can take while condition. They told Collatz series any number you should give as a positive integer. Yesterday, when we have seen this, have you read that part? I'll just show you. Yeah, I started. It's not recording. I started recording. Yeah, it's recording. 1 second now. See, starts with any positive integer n. Positive integer means it starts from 1 onwards, right? should be what you done is, oh, you may get the output, but it should also work with for 1 also. That's what I'm telling. So better give that greater than or equal to 1. While condition you might have given, if it is not equal to n, you would have given. I'm telling that while the given number should be greater than or equal to 1. That's the only condition you have to change. Yeah, Abhijit and Mahesh, have you done? You are all very honest people, Indian citizens here, upcoming Indian citizens. Yeah, Devashish, what about you? Sure, huh? I'll do it today means you have to do. It's a promise. Yeah, Abhijit. नींद आ रहा है क्या? Your eyes are like this. Fine. So guys, going with the program, we understood while and then if condition. Today, shall we conclude the for loop and switch case? Shall I go with switch case first of all?
Positive.
Any positive integer. No, 1 also you have to get 1. Is an odd number, no? 1 and 1 into 3 plus 1. The next number in the series will be 4. 4 is even. So again 2. And it should end with again 1. 4 to 1 is the ending series. That's what I'm telling you. You didn't work out with given the given number is 1. That's the only thing you have done. I want even see 0 is not an integer.
0 integer.
0, 1, 2, 3 is a what you call that whole number. So integers, positive integers are 1 to infinity. Negative integers are from -1 to minus infinity. 0 is not considered as an integer. This you have to know. And natural numbers are 1 to n. Whole numbers are from 0 to n. Integers are minus infinity to -1 and 1 to infinity. 0 is never been considered as an integer. Yeah, Abhijit. You have to have that mathematics in your brain to develop a logical driven program, please. Fine. See, switch case is giving the exact condition, I can't tell it as a condition, matching numbers or else matching cases. Like, for example, I have given I equal to 20. And please see this, you might have already done with this. I'm giving here switch. ITCH, switch I. I'm going with the value I. And please see this is a block. It's your wish, like how many cases you want to write, you can write. There is no limit for the cases. I'm writing here, for example, case 10 or case 5. Okay, you can do any logic also if you want to do. I'm not doing any logic. I'm just trying to print here. Or else, let me try to do the value. I equal to I star 20. Sorry. Can I do like this? Case 10. And see this part, I have written 4 cases. It's my wish, you can write even more cases if you want. You can write from case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 20 you can write. 20 cases you can write. 40 cases you can write. It's your wish. So I have written 4 cases over here. And I am writing one more case, 25. I ended with 25. See guys, what is I value? 20. So the I switch is going with the I value as 20 and checks for this case, first case, which is 5. It is not matching, so this is not going to work. And again, the next case is also not, there's no matching case here. No, this is also no. Unfortunately, here there is a matching case. I'm giving I equal to I by 20, that is 20 by 20. Now the I value became 1. And after this, the next case also gets executed. That is, the next case is 25. So now again, the I value became for me 2. And then I'm printing 2. Shall we see the output first of all? And then again, I'll try to explain. It's going to execute 2 cases. First one is 20 by 20. Second time I told you I became 1, so I plus plus is now. See here, I plus plus post increment I have done. So here I plus plus, here the value will be only 1, but when I'm trying to print the next number will be incremented is going to affect, so it's giving me 2. But guys, I want to execute only one case, right? After the case 20, case 25 is also getting executed. So when you want to break the statement, means after that, I have to stop the execution and I want to come out from the outer loop, which is the outer loop for case switch. So guys, you have to make sure that every time, after everything, you have to write a break. If I don't write a break, please see this. If I would have given here 5, all the cases will be getting executed. That it is, it's going to print 400. 20 into 20, 400. After that, it is going to print 420. After that, again, it is going to print 400. And after that, it is going to print 400 by 20. It's going to be giving again 20. And then last, it is going to print 20. Since it is not coming out from the loop, all the remaining cases also getting executed. See the output, please. I copied it. 2 times I have X. Twenty into 20, no? Once again. 520, I'm sorry. 5 into 20, 100. 100 plus 20, 120. 120 minus 20, again 100. 100 by 20 is 5. And then last one is going to print 6. But this is not perfect, right? So when a matching case is being found, you have to take care to come out from the loop. That is what is maintained with the break state. Every case needs to be ended up with a break. And one more, when you're working with switch cases, you also want to make sure that Booleans are not being acceptable in switch cases. And let me, do you know why do we want to write a default case? If the given number is not matching any of these cases that you have mentioned in the switch, ultimately the default case gets executed. Let me give that I equal to I For the default, you don't need to give a break because it is the last statement. For example, if I have given here 10, not 10, 12. Is there any matching case here? No, no. I have given 5 multiples. That I value is 12. Since there is no matching case, the default case gets executed. So here, 12 plus 14 plus 40, 28 plus 12. I'm expecting 40. How much? I have given I value as 12. 12 means it directly goes to default. I plus plus is 12 only. When I come here, the I value became 13. 13 pre-increment, 14. And here star 14 only. So 14 into 14, 14 14s are, it goes with 196 plus 12. Is it clear? So the output I am expecting is 208. Yeah, Abhijit, is it okay? Abhinav, can I maintain this default anywhere as you need in between? Is it okay? Can I write like this? In your books, or else your faculties might be always telling you like default must be written after all the cases. No, it's your wish. You are the owner of your program, man. You have to take care. Writing here and there, see, it might be a funny example. You eat curd rice and then curry rice. It is getting digested only, right? No complications in your stomach, no upsets in your stomach. The same thing here, whether you write default after all the cases or you write in the between, but make sure that you are writing a break. If you don't write a break, you know, Abhinav, default will be getting executed. Case 10, case 15, 20, 25 also will be getting executed. Shall we see that? I don't know what will be the output, but the remaining cases also gets executed after printing 208. See what happened? Case 10 also gets executed. After case 10, I have written a break now. So 208, 208 plus 20, 228, it is printing 228. And since after case 10, there is a break, it stopped executing that. So guys, you can write the default anywhere as you need. But you want to come out from the outer loop. Can you tell me in real time where do we use which cases? Grading system. No, in application wise. I have gone for a hemoglobin test. And for hemoglobin test for male, it should be some, I think it's 14 to 18 something. For female, it should be from 12 to 18, not 12 to 16. If it is A, the reference value is this expected value. You understood there is an application written in the medical code writing that switch. There are two categories. One is male and other one is female. Default case is also there. I'm not talking about the default case. I'm talking about case male, case female. Case male, the reference value of hemoglobin should be between 12 to 18. Reference, if it is male, female, the reference value of hemoglobin should be in this range. I'm just giving you an instance. Can you tell me like that any other examples where it is working out? Government job? Okay. Caste wise. categories, caste categories wise, the mark percentages are being relaxed for some categories, no? You understood? In these cases, you use switch cases. I don't know in Orissa, for girls, are they giving any free bus services? In Telangana and Andhra, both are giving. I want to go from here to Orissa in a bus. Since I am a Telangana person, I can get a free landing in Orissa. But from that way, if I want to come in Orissa RTC, if I want to come back to Hyderabad, I can't avail that, right? You understood? In the, I mean, many specific cases, if there is a matching case, I want to execute this. If there is no matching case, I want to execute the default case. In that categories, you have to go with switch cases. Am I clear with this part? Yeah? Can you tell me any other examples, please? You can see in menu, no? Savings account, salary account, joint account. Based on that, you have to fill the details. Based on that, another different page needs to be opened. I'll tell you. Can you tell me any e-commerce sites, please? See, this is switch. This is wonderful switch. You want to buy electronics. You can see only electronics in this page. Can you see any other pages here? Can you see? Yeah, if you want to buy jeans, can you search jeans here in this page? It's giving all electronics only because I have searched already electronics. For example, I'm going with beauty. Only beauty related items. You can't expect an AC here. Beauty is never, AC is never giving you beauty. Yeah? Yeah, am I right, Mr. Debashish? If they would have given me AC, I would have become like Aishwarya, right? I'm not able to teach in this hot area. Fine, is it this is switch case? Am I clear with this? Other switch case, you want to go from here to your village. You're buying a ticket. You want to go with first AC. The price details are different. You want to go in third AC. The price details are different. This is switch. Switch case is, I have 5 different cases in train. General, sleeper, first AC, third AC, second AC. There is one more category also in switch case like Tatkal, ladies, Divyang, and general. Once you click general, again the categories of the, I don't know what they call it. The sleeper and first AC categories, what they call, I don't know. But have you understood in where we use switch cases? Yeah. For some specific matching cases, we use switch case. If condition is true, not condition is not true. While is it wants to go on getting executed until it comes to false. You understood my point? So guys, these are all about switch case, but please understand switch case will never work with Boolean. I'll tell you this part also. Boolean is either true or false. There is no default. Boolean can be only 2 options are there. One is true and other one is false. But integer you can have n number of cases. Float you can have n number of cases. A string you can have n number of cases. But here, for example, switch Boolean. I'm just trying to give Boolean. I'm taking Boolean B is equal to true. I already have given true. So I'm writing here switch in the parentheses. I have to give B. Generally, I will be giving case true. I'm printing hello. Break. Case false. I don't need to give break because that is the last one. There is no default. Optionally, there is only two cases, no? If you declare a Boolean. So let us see what's happening. Sorry. Selector type Boolean is not allowed. And it has been considered as an error. So except the data type Boolean, the remaining 7 data types is okay. But you can't go with a Boolean type for a switch case. And you can't give condition. Obviously, you can't give condition, right? Like on fine day, if I give like this. No, you can't give. If Boolean is not acceptable, obviously if is also not been acceptable in the cases. Guys, you understood my point, but you can give this part. As I told, (45 by 5 is 9, right? Want to give trying to give a condition. 45 is greater than or equal to 5. After that, I want to increase the 45. I want to reduce the 45 once again. Can I give like this? Yeah, guys. I is 45. I didn't B simply leave about that B. I've taken I value as 45, which is going with I value. In the case 45, again I'm writing a condition. 45 is greater than or equal to 5. The condition is true. So it prints hello. After that, I'm reducing the I value. So I value became 44. The condition fails. 44 is not equal to 44, 45, right? So once it is printing hello, that's okay. But my question is, in a case, can I write a while condition? You understood my point? Yeah, but Devashish, do you think that this works fine? Shall we see it? Have you done any time like this? See what's happening. It worked fine. I am expecting only one hello. Means in a case, it's your wish, like you can write it. For example, if I would have given here, can I give like this? How many hellos it will print? Only one hello? Yeah. How many? $45. After that, I value became 44. 44 is less than 45 as well as 44 is also greater than 40. Am I right? Somewhere or the other, 39 is not greater than 40. 49 is less than 40. See, this goes to somewhere infinity loop. Have you observed? Because it goes infinity. Why infinity is, I am reducing, I always will be less than 45 only. And no, up to 39, 39 is 41, up to 41 it goes, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 5 times. That is what I'm telling. Or since it is R condition, it goes to infinity. If I would have given and my exact explanation is this. If I would have given and up to 41, it would have. Now you understood? Or means it goes to infinity because both the cases it's fine. It goes on decrementing. 39 is also less than 45. 38 is less than 45. 30. It goes on. It goes for
Minus.
yeah.
It goes to minus.
Yeah. Integer is the range of integer is anybody have debit cards? Huh? I'll buy one thing for me. It's anyway in duty. Range. Maximum value is this. 240 minus 214 crores, 74 lakhs, 83,648 is the minimum value of an integer. Positive value is 214 crores, 74 lakhs, 83,647 is the maximum value for an integer. It goes to negative. So it goes like infinity. I don't want to go for that infinity. That's why I have given end. Because when you go with this part, somewhere or the other, and means 39 is not greater than 40. At the same time, 40 is not greater than 40. So 5 iterations it goes. Shall I run this once? I think you understood what am I trying to convey. Five times it printed hello. If I would have given or, it works for 214 crores, 74,000, 83,648 iterations it goes. I don't want to give stress for my JVM. Let it be Aram. Anyway, it is still hot. I don't want to make it hot again. Yeah. JVM is a wonderful friend of yours. It gives the error description very wonderful. Have you observed? I'll tell you. Somewhere I removed static for the main. Let us suppose. It compiles fine. See the execution. Main method is not static. Have you observed what it is doing? It is simply requesting you with please. It's a feminine gender. JVM is feminine. Oh, male only. Girls will use more please and sorries. That's why I'm telling it's feminine. Because they do more mistakes. Girls do more mistakes. That's why they need more please and more sorries. That's why JVM is almost all requesting you, please define the main method as public static void. So I feel JVM is very wonderful to give you the error description. But guys, you never read the error. That is the problem with freshers. You will see the count of the error. You will never see what is that error. Make a habit of reading the error. Okay, Abhijit, why am I telling this is when Abhijit and me, we both are working side by side, he got 20 errors. I got 100 errors. I never want to show off, immediately I'll close that. Because he got only 20, I got 100. Let it be, we are learning, we'll do mistakes. You get 100, no problem. You get 20, no problem. You get one only, no problem. But read the error. And never do that mistake again. So reading errors is one of the learning in interpretation for the freshers. Read the error. So guys, damn sure main method should be static. It's telling please. Compilation, it will never check whether it is static or not. After loading only, interpretation process only, it will check whether it is static or not. It will go and search for the main method to execute. Unfortunately, if it is not static, then it will tell in the interpretation. After interpretation only, it will tell like, because you never never made a static keyword for the main. Compilation is just translating as it is. As it is translating from your high level to bytecode. But once you are interpreting the bytecode to the machine code, then it will find one by one when it is translating. It never found the static keyword in the main method. Then in the interpretation, it will tell that it is not static. It compiles fine. Okay, so read an error. Now, have you observed why 5 times it has executed? Or I'm not giving. If you want to give the stress for your JVM, you try to give. I'm not trying to give. Find this. Shall we go with for loop? More for loop we are going to use in your real time. The most used conditional statements or else the most used looping statements are 2. I'm not telling we are not using remaining, but comparatively, when you talk about graph wise, more while loop will be used and for loop will be used in real time. Yeah, is it clear? Shall we see that? See, in the banking application, yeah, Mahesh, in a banking application, your minimum balance in a bank, you have to maintain 15,000, let it be. It's a savings app. The minimum balance in the bank is 15,000 you have to maintain. But unfortunately, you took that 5,000 also. So now it is minimum balance is 10,000. It is giving you 5,000. But now when I want to remove 10,000 also, when you want to withdraw the 10,000 also, it wants to give an alert, right? How do you write that alert? I'm talking about condition. 15 should be the minimum balance. But there is a chance for you, for the customer, like 5,000 relaxation is giving, you can take 5,000. The remaining 10,000, you shouldn't at any point of time, it is not giving, it wants to give you an alert. What should be the condition you have to write? Is it if condition or is while condition? Yeah, anybody? If or else while? If the minimum balance is less than or equal to 10,000, then when you are still trying to withdraw, it should give you an alert notification to your mail or else as a dialog box on the window if it is on the laptop, noting that Sorry, boss, you can't withdraw until and unless your minimum balance is going to be 50,000, but some banks will give you. It is just why? Because it will give you the 10,000 also. Unfortunately, again, when you deposit 20,000, 10,000 they'll take. Have you seen that in some banks they are doing that? Guys, why am I asking all this is Debashish or anybody, I'm telling you, you are all learning what is what. You're all grown up, 21 years, 22 years, you know what is what. You know this is mobile, this is bottle, I don't need to tell you. But you want to know this bottle is used to fill water. This mobile is used to send details to a person. I am not here to teach you this is mobile, this is lab mobile, this is bottle. You know, you can know it. I am here to teach you what to use when. In real time, you have to know that, yeah. Nobody will come and teach you like, please boss, use your if condition, use your constructor, go for overriding here, go for interfaces here. Nobody will teach you. Not teach you, nobody will help you. You have to take up in that mind. I'm not here to teach you what are interfaces. I'm not here to teach you what the lambda expressions are. When to use lambda expressions is you have to. That is very important, right? Yeah, when I Abhijit. See, I always tell when you get a foreigner girl, Abhijit is now is having a Nigeria friend, girlfriend, Nigerian. You just imagine a Nigerian girl sitting beside you. Very hefty personality. I've given you it. I given that girl a tikli, means bindi. She don't know what to do with that bindi, man. If the same bindi, if you give to an Indian girl, she'll take it and keep it here because she knows that bindi is used in this place. For Nigerian girl, she'll take it and keep it on your face. If she'll keep it here, she'll say, yeah, looking good. She don't know how to use that. You understood my point? Guys, as a programmer, you should use the best of. Am I clear with this? Summer, we have to use AC. Winter, we have to use fan. Rivers, we can't do. Yeah, Debashish, am I right? Same thing here also, please, boss. You have to choose the best of so that you have to reduce the lines of. The best is the smart program is less lines of. Portable code. Have you anytime heard about boilerplate? Boilerplate, have you heard? Never. The faculty never use this word in colleges, boilerplate. Boilerplate is not. You have seen boiler anytime? Boilers. No. My God. This is nowhere related with Java, but why am I telling this is you have to know the best of for the program. That's what I'm telling. You never seen this. Go and ask your grandmas what is boiler. They have a ragi copper boilers to boil the water. They'll keep down the coal and then only with coal they used to boil the water and we have a tap over there. You can remove the tap and take the, because last time we don't have geysers, they used to boil the water to take bath. That's boiler. After that, ready-made boilers they have. This is how the boilers are. I'm just showing you. But this is boilers. When you talk about what is boiler plate, standardized, reusable blocks of code. We have to reduce that. The main boilerplate means when you have multiple times when you want to call that, you have to just block it and give it a name. That is, we have to reduce the boiler. Reusability should be reduced. You understand means you shouldn't write multiple times the code. Only once you have to write and you want to call that code multiple times. You understood this point? Every time when Abhijit is coming, I won't buy a chair. A chair is there, you come and sit in the chair. You understood? Every time you write, you want to write, you are not buying a pen. You buy a pen and you, whenever you want to write, you use the pen. That is what is boilerplate. You have to reduce the boilerplate code, means lines of code needs to be reduced. That is what the smart programmer is. This is what is boilerplate. Yeah, what is that? Like functions. Yeah, in functions in Java, we call it as methods. Only once we write the code and whenever CMI calculation is there, every month multiple people are calculating. For every person, we are not writing the code. Only once we write the code and we are calling that method. By this, what is happening? We are reducing the lines of. This is how a programmer wants to think in the mind, like reducing the boilerplate. Boilerplate means water boils. Bubbles are coming. No, again the bubble is falling in that same water only. That's the name they have given, boilerplate code. Whatever it is, this should be in your mind. Okay, so shall I wind up switch case? Switch case, which is used only when you have a matching cases available in that. And booleans are not being used. As well as in cases, you can write conditional statements, while conditions, and whatever you want to do, you can write it in a case. But in a case, you can't give a Boolean value. It's fine. Is it clear? Now, shall we go and understand about for loop? In Java, the for loop is wonderful. You should be. What did I press? I don't know. See, I'm just introducing you about for loop. For in while loop, have you observed in while you are writing condition? Agree? Before condition, you are giving, you are assigning value. Some value before the while loop you are assigning, and now based on that variable you are giving a condition here, and inside the condition you are writing some logic, and after that you are modifying the variable. Am I right? Because based on the modified value the condition will maybe false, or else still again it may be true, but somewhere or the other it may be going to the false case. Guys, have you observed? Before while you are assigning a value, in the while you are giving a condition, inside the while condition you are writing some logic as per your implementation, and damn sure you have to make sure that you should modify the variable. Based on the modified value only, the condition goes to either false or else true. Until it goes to false case, the condition, this while loop will going on getting executed. This is what is happening in the while. Coming to for loop, in for, see the syntax, assigning itself is happening in the for loop. Give a semicolon, condition, semicolon. After that, you are writing here the logic. See the step 1. This is step 2, condition, checking the condition, executing the logic, and then here you are modifying. After modifying, see this is step 1, please. This is step 2. The logic will be getting executed, step 3. This is step 4. Based on the step 4 modified value, again it checks the condition. If the condition is true, again the for loop, the block of code that you have written in the for loop gets executed. If it is false, it comes out from the for loop. Is it clear about this, how it is getting executed? Yeah, Abhinav? I'm just giving you a matching information about while and then for. While gets executed until it goes to false case, right? But while, before while you are assigning, inside the while you are giving the condition, In the block of while you are writing the logic, inside the block itself you are modifying the variable. This is how we have done the while. Coming to for loop, all signing, condition, modifying is happening in the parentheses, separating with a semicolon. Please see this, this is assigning a value to a variable. And now I'm checking the condition. If the condition is true, I'm executing this logic. After executing this logic, I'm modifying here. How you modify, it's in your hands. After modifying again, it checks this condition. Again, if the condition is true, I may execute, not I may, I have to execute. If the condition is false, I'll come out of the loop. Am I clear with this? But this is the matching area I'm explaining, but it looks so similar, right? But in while, you don't know how many times it iterates. You don't know, no? Can you give a chance? Can you give me a guarantee like it may work for 5 iterations? Or iterations means how many times it executes? You can't tell, right? I'm searching for Abhijit. I'm searching from that last chair 1, 2. I don't know how many times, how many chairs I want to search to count, to pick Abhijit. This is why. Am I right? I know Abhijit is in this room. Management is searching. It searches in 201. It searches here. Only 3 rooms are there. I know damn sure Abhijit will be in these 3 rooms. I know the count. For loop will be used when you know the number of iterations prior. While I don't know the number of iterations. I'll search Abhijit until I find him. That is while. I know Abhijit is in these 3 rooms. I don't want to search in the room. I'll search in that 201, in that room. Yeah, I'll call Abhijit. If he's there, he'll tell yes, sir. No. I'll call in that room. No. Here I've already found. So 3 rooms, 3 iterations I'll work. Guys, you understood my point? So while loop, I don't know how many times it iterates. But for loop, damn sure I should be knowing like how many times it iterates. I want to print the number from 1 to 10. I know that it iterates 1 to 10. So I want to go for loop. Shall we see this? Mahesh, you can understand Telugu or some other tongue? You, Abhinav? Telugu one. You don't know Telugu. You don't need to feel bad for that. I didn't ask you don't know Java. I asked you don't know Telugu. But Indians should be knowing more than 4 languages. Why you know? In any corner we go, we should be knowing at least 1 regional language. Am I right or wrong? In Hyderabad, if you know Hindi, we can survive. If you don't know Telugu, also no problem. If you know Hindi, anywhere you go across, you can survive. In Chennai, if you know Hindi, you can't survive. You can't survive only. They'll just ask you, I don't know about Bhubaneswar. Hindi is okay in Bhubaneswar? Kolkata, you go, if you know Marathi is okay. If you go, Oriya is okay in Kolkata. If you don't know Bengal, also no problem. Bengali, you don't know, no problem. So guys, what I suggest you is 4 languages, English, Hindi, I'm sure you'll be knowing, your mother tongue, and 1 extra regional language you have to know, either in North India or else in South India. You are in the mid central, no? What is Oriya, Orissa? Fine. Devashish, I have one colleague, Devashish Mahanti. Whenever I see you, I remember him. Okay, fine. So I want to print the 10 natural numbers. Yeah. Natural numbers means you all know that it starts from 1. How do I want to print from while loop? See here, I'm declaring int I equal to 1 because we know that it starts from 1. I'm writing while I is less than or equal to 10. Is this okay? I printed this. But this is, I don't know the number of iterations actually. Since I have told like 1 to 10, it's okay. But there are some cases, the previous case, do you remember when I'm printing to reverse a number? Do you know that how many iterations it works? When you're reversing the number. Sometimes you may give 4, sometimes you may give 10 digit number also, sometimes you can give 11 digit number also. So I can't know, right? Until and unless it iterates only, you know like how many iterations it goes. So in that case, I have to give while loop only. This is not a perfect program. Even though the expected output is coming, I won't tell that it's a good program because assignment is done before while, condition is given in while, modification is done in the 9th state. So I'm just removing this. How many lines of code? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. The exact logic is 6 lines of code. Shall I reduce this? I'm giving for. Here itself, I am declaring the value int I. This is assigning. Condition I is less than or equal to 10. Condition is given here. If the condition is satisfied, only single statement, I don't need to open the braces, please. It printed first time 1. After that, I needs to get incremented, right? 1 is less than 10, the condition is true. I have to increment here, I. You give plus plus I or else I plus plus, both are same. In this particular scenario. Because plus plus I anyway is getting incremented, the incremented value is checking the condition. If you give I plus plus, it is not incrementing there. When I come to check the condition, the incremented value is checking the condition. So it's okay in the for loop, either you give I plus plus or else plus plus I. You are, sorry, no semicolon. For loop should not end with a semicolon. Conditional statement should not end with a semicolon. I forgot to tell you this. 6 statements has been reduced to 2. 4 statements have been reduced. Have you observed? Shall we see the output now? The same output. But have you observed the lines of code has been reduced? Portability. Less lines of code, the greater the program is. The compilation time reduces. Yeah, is it clear? So shall we print the multiples of 5 up to 100? How do I print it? I have to go with up to 100. And I have to give here right or wrong? Most of the people, you feel like I have to give only either increment or else decrement. No, it's the modification can be done as your own, depends upon the application. Here, the first time it is 1. 1 is less than 100, it printed 1. After that, the I value became 5. 5 is less than 100, it printed 5. Second time, 5 into 5, 25. Am I right or wrong? So it prints 25. After that, 25 into 5, 125. So it prints only 1, 5, and then 20. But I want to print the multiples of 5. What should have been done? See the output, it prints only 3 numbers. I'll show you. Sorry. If I want to print all the multiples, I have to give here 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 55. What happened? Four. One second, let me change the code. But I don't want to print 0. I want to print from 1 only. Because 0, if you go, it prints 0 also. But here I want to print 1. It's okay from 5 to 100 it is printing. I'm fine with that. But I want to print multiples of 5 means 1, 5. From 1 onwards, I want to start. Anyway, if I give 1, no, I can't give 1 plus 4 and then 5 plus. Five plus 4, 9, no? Hmm? Want to print from 1 onwards, but it's printing from 0 onwards. If I give star, it's going with only 3 numbers.
If you change the 100, I is lesser than 100. If you mean, they are changing the range.
What? Condition you have to change. What change? I want to print the multiples of 5 up to 100.
And if we, for modification, if we are giving multiplication, so the star here, it is showing only up to 25 because the range is up to 100. For next time, 25 into 5 will become 1/25. That's
Yeah.
why it's not shown.
No. Actually, my aim of my output is multiples of 5 I want to print.
That's why if we give 1000, I is lesser than.
But it is giving not multiples of 5, it is giving multiples of 25. 1 into 5, 5 into 25, 25 into 25. What you said is it is giving multiples of 25. But I don't want multiples of 25, I want to give multiples of 100. Program is working fine, but the initial value starting with 0, I want the initial value starting with 1 onwards. I can't do anything over here and have to go with. If I start with 1, it's totally. Anyway, there is no changeover in this logic. I can't do. It wants to start from 0 only. If I give from 1, I can't change the logic modifications. But you understood the assignment, condition, the block of code, again variable changeover, and then again condition and the block of. You understood how the iteration is going on, the stepwise? This is how will you write that, Rahasi? You want to write another condition here. Only one condition you can write. You can't give multiple conditions in the for loop. It checks only a condition. Fine. Is it clear about printing the n natural numbers? I have done with while also, but with the for loop also. But in the for loop, I know the number of iterations, it goes with 20 iterations. Is it clear about the for loop? And I have reduced the code also. In the while loop, I am taking 6 lines, whereas in the for loop, only 2 lines of work is being done for me. Yeah, is it clear, dears? Yeah. By this, most of the cases, we are going to print the patterns. You know the pattern programs? Is this? I've done this anytime? Rangoli, hai na? After doing BTech Sabina, we are doing Rangoli. That too, boys. Now, Devashi, shall we see this? Well, you want to print this patterns, please remember, we have to implement nested for loop. A for loop inside a for loop. Shall we see that? While you are printing a pattern program, the outer loop should always count the number of lines, the number of rows. For example, my output is I'm expecting this. How many rows I have? So 5 rows, always you have to give the outer loop. The outer loop wants to count the number of rows you want to print. I want to print 5 rows. The inner loop, you have to take care like what needs to be printed. Shall we print this one? This is my expected output. See how am I writing the program. Why am I explaining about pattern programs is you should be knowing how to print the nested, how the pattern, nested for loop works. See, as I told you, the outer loop always wants to print for the number of rows. So I'm going with int I equal to 1. I is less than or equal to 5. So how many iterations it goes? 1 less than 5, 2 less than 5, 3, 4, 5 is less than or equal to 5. So 5 iterations. I plus plus. This is outer loop. I told the inner loop is to make sure that what you want to print. If you see the output, the first row, I want to print only 1 star. Second row, I want to print 2 stars. Means the stars needs to get incremented in each row. See this, I'm writing one more for loop. I value started with 1. Please see, I value started with 1. 1 is less than or equal to 5. The condition is true. And now this block of code gets executed. Am I right? So I value is 1 until I complete 1 iteration. Clear, boss? Now, I started here with another one, int j. Int j equal to 1. I is also 1. Now for the first time, j is 1. And j is less than or equal to I. What is I value? How many iterations it goes? And then j incremented. Second time the condition fails. So when the second time the condition fails, I want to go to the next row. So in this row, I am just trying to print here I'm using here print. Print is it is being in the same line. After it is printing star, when I'm going to the next iteration, that is j getting incremented to I value is 1 only, the condition fails. Guys, you understood this part? So I'll come out from this loop. After coming out from this loop, now my cursor wants to go to the next line. So when you want to go to the next line, I have to print here. Print. So it printed 1 star and the cursor have gone to the next line. Now I got incremented. I is now 2. 2 is less than 5. The condition is true. J again starts from 1. J is 1. 1 is less than 2. It printed a star. J got incremented to 2 is less than or equal to 2. The condition is true. It printed the second star in the same line. When J gets incremented, J is 3, but I is 2 only. The condition fails. Condition fails. So I'll come out from this loop. Guys, you understood? So I'll go to the next line. This gives for 5 times. Shall we see I think you understood this part. Any doubts you have? See, I'm just saving this. If you want a space, no problem. After the star, how you print in the double quotes as it is, it prints. If you want to print, it's okay, star hash, it prints. See the output. If you don't want to print that hash, give a space, that's it. The perpendicular triangle. Yeah, Abhinav, is it clear? If you want to print here Abhinav star, you can print. Every time it prints Abhinav star. See how you print. If you want to give a space, give a space. It's up to you how you print here. Guys, is it clear? How do I want to print the upside down? 5 stars, 4 stars, 3, 2, 1.
And J is greater than.
Means this is my expected output, Devashish. The reverse of this. Shall we write it? I'm just copying my program. Control A, Control C, Control N, Control V. Okay, same program. My program only I copied. I didn't take anything from the. Okay. I'm just taking here. I should be 5. I should be greater than or equal to 1. And that's it. I value is 5. 5 is greater than 1. So now I value is 5. J starts from 1 onwards. 1 is less than 5. 2 is less than 5. 3 is less than 5. 4. The inner code I am not disturbing. Only the outer code I am changing. You can either do this, see the output first of all. Or else you can do this also, Mr. If you don't want to change it, let it be 1 only. Less than or equal to 5 only. If you don't want to change this, you can do this also. Go with J value is 5. and j should be greater than or equal to I. And this should be, you can either do this if you want. It's up to you how you want. This is what you are aiming, Abhinav. Previously, you are trying to explain this. Yeah, fine. Is it clear? I've shown you the outputs. If I want to print numbers, means this is the output I'm doing. This is the expected output. How do I want to write it? No. There was one my student. I asked him to print this. He have written system.out.println 1, system.out.println 2, SOP 333. And he's showing the program also. Can't see this new ones. I was searching for my AK-47. At least for the students, I have to apply with a license for AK-47. Okay. I will be the most person who will be loading the bullets in my AK-47. I've seen the students also. And very proudly announcing, ma'am, can you please see my program? I'm very happy I got out. ఏం చేయాలి మహేష్ అలాంటి వాళ్ళని AK-47 యూజ్ చేయాల్సిందే అసలు వీళ్ళందరూ ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేసేసి ఏం చేద్దాం అనుకుంటారు మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళందరూ MCS బీటెక్ కంప్యూటర్స్ మళ్ళీ షూట్ చేయడమే కరెక్ట్ మళ్ళీ see this program please. This is my output, okay? Let me remove this. Yeah, in the place of star, what I want to print. It always prints one only. Simply I, that's it. Every time I is getting incremented, right? It is always the same number. See the output. Of course, this is giving me because I didn't change this one. Now this is the expected value. Simply print I, that's it. If you want to print the reverse of one, the previous program same as it is. See, you can't by heart these programs. If you by heart these programs, the brain will be going to collapse. You want to go and visit neurosurgeon. You guys, freshers are very comfortably fine to by heart, but please don't by heart, develop logic. In your college, you have by hearted, I know. Yes or no, Devashish, right? Don't by heart the programs. You have to know how to develop. Am I clear with this? But how do you want this? Okay, you can print it, but how do you develop this one? Talking about the last out. up to 10. Yeah, there was, what do you say, Abhijit? Don't print SOP 1, SOP 2, 3. I plus plus has already been incremented there. Again, when you print I plus plus, it will print 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. If whatever you told, that will be printed.
After that, you can J and give it I plus.
This I'm not explaining. This parts you know, right? This is going, the iteration is going from 1 to 5. And this is, the iteration is going from 1 to I. And please make sure that take a count variable, that's it. And here in the place here, please print here, post increment. First time it prints 1 only. Second time count has been gone to 2. 2 plus plus is 2 only. Third time it goes 3 plus plus, post increment is, you understood my point? Guys, here count is 1. Please explain, let me explain 1. I value is 1, 1 is less than 5, condition is true. I value is 1, agreed? J starts from 1 and 1 is less than or equal to 1 only once the condition is true. When I come here, I am printing count. What is count value? 1. So count plus plus is, post increment is, it printed 1. And then when I'm going, J got incremented, that is 2, condition fails. I have gone to the next line. Then I got incremented, I value is 2. J value again starts from 1. 1 is less than 2, the condition is true. What was count plus plus previously? Now count is 2. 2 plus plus is 2 only. It printed 2 in the second line. Third time J got incremented. J value is 2. 2 is less than or equal to 2, the condition is true. Count value is now 3. 3 plus plus is 3 only. Guys, you understood? Shall we run this? Yeah, tell me, Mahesh, understood? I'm adding, no? I didn't understand. Ask me the question. You can use counting for you, otherwise you have to do this. If you don't want to use, you have to write count equal to count plus 1. You have to write this. Why I want to see, always we have to reduce the lines of. Guys, wonderful thing in the perspective of programmer is we are learning coding and every time I tell reduce the code. We have to. The booting time, Abhinav, you are opening a site and within 30 seconds, if it is opening, you tell that the site is late. The site is very slow. Am I right? 30 seconds is very precious for us. If it is opens 5 seconds, you tell that also you'll tell that it's slow, man. You just Amazon.in, you just take the pen and see here it should open. Then you'll tell that it's okay. Lines of code you want to compile, you want to interpret, you want to execute. 3 things should happen. So compilation time should be reduced, interpretation time should be reduced, processing time I can't do anything, depends upon the process speed. But compilation time you can reduce because depends upon the lines of code. Interpretation time can also be reduced by the programmer by the less lines of code. Processing time I can't do anything. This depends upon the process speed. Yeah, Vijay, is it clear, man? You are focusing on the time, you're seeing that corner, no? Students like that corner very much. Yeah, it's 4:31. So guys, on the whole, you understood why I have used count plus plus? Why should I do this one? Every time I don't want to do that. If you would have given here post increment, anyway, it is incrementing for you for the next iteration. Yeah, am I clear with this? When I run, shall I run this? Count 4. I've written 5 iterations. No? So it is also printing 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If you give a space, count plus 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 a space. Every time printing the number and giving a space. So I told you, when you want to concatenate a string and a variable, you have to append it with a plus operator. Yesterday I have introduced that. So now, see the, it aligned, nicely aligned. It looks good, no? Than this output. Yeah, is it clear? Shall I give you an homework at home? You nod the head, but when are you doing? Don't tell the sun is hot, moon is. I can't tell you. వద్దమ్మా పాపం వీళ్ళేం తాగుతారు ఇంత హాట్ లో టీ వద్దు జ్యూస్ ఇస్తే తాగు ఆల్రెడీ గరం గరం ఉంది ఇంకా హాట్ దానికి తాగి ఏం చేయాలి అయినా తాగుతారు కదా చాయ్ కింద when I see in the people will drink liters of teas even in the summer also, especially boys. Okay, shall I give you how I want to one homework? Abhijit, you have to do. Don't tell that sun is hot. Sun will be hot only. Tell me one single digit number. Wow, 7. 7 is the first number I want to print in the row. In the next row, I want to print the double. And 15. Only 2 numbers I want. The next row is 14 twos are 28. I want to print 4 numbers. $28 twos are 56. I want to print 8 numbers. $60, $61, $62, and then $63. 7 is in your hands. What you print, take any number. Single digit number generally you take. Don't take double digit number from 1. Don't take 0, man. 0 when you double again it will be 0. All 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Wonderful output it will be. Don't take 0. Only integers you take from 1 to 9. Will you try this? Yeah. Give thumbs up. No, yes. But request is don't use any of your AA tool. AA tool, if you just copy this and paste it in ChatGPT, give me a Java program within fraction of seconds, it will give you. Copy paste. Any hota, Mr. Abhijit. Yeah, anything else? Abhijit is going to die in the next 3 minutes. See how the way he's sitting. He's doing like this, he's doing like this. तबीयत ठीक नहीं क्या? Headache. What is your age? 21 years. At hot sun 1:30, I started from my home, which is far away, 28 kilometers from here. In 2 wheelers I came. Still I'm shouting, roaring. How can you get an headache, man? Shall I stop?